And finally, I can open all my notes. So I was looking over some of my notes today, corroborating some things and checking them out, and I realized that there are some like really core NPCs, and literally all I have written is their name. Like I'm not gonna say who, but I definitely was like, that can't be right.
Vela.
All right. So, last time on A Crown of Cold Iron, our party continued their adventure beneath the Raven Palace, one of the ancient palaces of Queensborough, which the party has discovered actually sits atop some kind of strange extra dimensional ruin that contains parts of the historic palace itself. The party has been following a group called the Kingsguard, along with Cyrus's ally Alex, brain fart, uh, attempting to prevent the Kingsguard, a humanist, skewing, perhaps prejudicial group, certainly a well armed and violent militia, trying to prevent them from retrieving some of the dangerous artifacts that were sealed here beneath the palace. You all have encountered a series of strange and awful creatures that appear to be past looters who were actually overcome by the things which they had stolen from these ruins. So when you ended, you rescued a couple of the King's Guard from fighting a creature carrying a blood drinking longsword in what appears to be a chapel of some kind. Behind the chapel, you discovered a treasure room with another unfortunate soul who lost their life to an artifact. And you all were actually healed by something at the altar. And now you are ready to continue making your way through the dungeon.
Yeah.
What would you like to do?
Correct me if I'm wrong. I think whenever we dashed over here to try and meet the sound of gunfire, we left a branching path almost all the way back at the beginning.
So, there are essentially two routes you haven't explored at this point. The original T intersection from where you came in continues to the north, and the hallway that you're currently on continues further east.
Okay. So the question is, do we want to backtrack to clear out that northern path, or do we want to carry on forward? Barring the noise of gunfire, I feel like it's a coin toss.
Yeah. Um,
I kind of want to go back out and like make sure the other folks like left.
Okay. Well, then we'll head back towards the entrance, and if they have left, we'll take the north path.
Or if we could spot evidence that they didn't leave and went down the other path, then we follow them down that path.
Good call.
All right. I suppose I need to keep an eye on you all because you should be seeing the hallway revealing itself. Is that correct? That's
Kinda.
scary. You all could end up anywhere.
My map is not changing.
I did have to refill it. Sorry, Colby. I know you tried to do that for us.
By
what'd you have to
doing
do?
what?
Had to go back through all the places we had been to refill it because I knew there was darkness there that shouldn't be there.
Oh, that's weird. Yeah, if you just retrace your steps, and you should be able to see where you've been before.
Alright.
That feels like a tautology, but it isn't. What is cool about this setting is I can see what you all see. If I click your token. So is Lexi still having issues?
Lexi, I think has
Lexi went into the treasure room.
Yeah, Lexi's filled everything in now.
Okay.
Yeah, she was just.
Is it supposed to be still grayed? All right.
It's great when you're not in the room.
Yeah.
It's gray when you're not in the room. Okay.
Yeah, it's like Fog of War in a old school game.
Okay. I mean, so I don't know. I don't remember the layout, so I don't know where.
It's actually the exact same orientation as the previous. So back this way.
If you're still back in the.
So you're in new territory. So go back to the west.
Okay.
That's the intersection where you came down here. If you go back up to your left, those are the officers' chambers. So if you just poke your head in each of those rooms, it'll pop up.
Okay. I can't.
I am really pleased how well I was able to actually fill in the gaps of some of these rooms.
Mm-hmm.
I know it was kind of pointless to do for rooms you were already in, but yeah, so now you're back to the original hallway and there's just the guard room. Oh, you popped out of the wall.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I can't really see the I can't really see the doors. So
Yeah, the angle is a little abrupt.
I'm just kind of blindly putting my thing, my
apparently I can.
cursor in black space and hoping it
I
reveals.
kind of had to do that too, yeah.
Oh.
You look so tired.
I figured out how to clear some of these arches. Yeah, I think what I can do is actually... Man, this is really cool how it did this.
Also, is there a way to move? I've got everybody's portraits that are really in the way of my map.
Yes, if you go into the settings, you can actually adjust the size or the placement. So in the top right, there's a gear.
Yeah.
And if you scroll down that list, one of them is
Chat avatars.
Yeah, you can fully turn it off. You can also change it to large, regular, small, and name only.
Hey. Okay.
Yeah, full size, they get too big depending on your screen.
Way too big.
Cool.
Oh, hey, hallway.
Oh, hey.
Yep, I figured out how to clear the arches so you can actually see through them.
Yeah, I did realize that I could see into the officers' chambers now since I'm right next to the door. I was like, oh, hello.
Yeah, I have to manually remove the door for you, but once I do, you can see through. So
Okay.
Weird. Also, this corner is dark.
Yeah.
Why is this corner dark?
I don't know. I couldn't figure it out.
the corner is dark.
In the big
In the dining room.
Yeah, in the big dining room. There's a whole corner that was
Oh, there's no light source in there.
oh.
Got it. And I don't have dark vision.
Yep.
Okay.
What's really cool is Cyrus's dark vision is in red. Although that's probably not entirely reflective of your character, because it's shared with like other kinds of weird lineages.
All right.
It's just a weird, fun detail that some creatures have different colors of dark vision.
Okay.
All right then.
All right. Where do y'all want to go?
So we were going back towards the entrance to make sure that the King's Guard actually did leave.
Make a perception check.
Woo! 10! Off to a good start.
15.
I rolled a nat 1.
Wah,
It was
wah.
almost a 19. A nat 19. And then, yeah.
I did read the wrong one. Your dark vision is gray, but I wonder how this looks. Step into that dark corner and see if it looks unbearable.
Which one?
Go in the room to your left. That purple is your dark vision.
Oh, okay.
I just thought it would be more fun than gray. Red doesn't make sense. Anyway,
Yeah.
with those perception checks, you are still hearing sounds of violence in other parts of the ruins, but you don't hear or see anyone in your immediate vicinity. So either they have fled, or they have gone to meet up with people somewhere else.
Okay. Let's assume they left like they should have and carry on northward.
Sounds
Sure.
good.
All right. I'll check y'all's vision. Yeah, man, the doors are not very distinct.
Yeah.
Huh.
Having the line of sight helps because I see a triangle in a room and I'm like, okay, that's
Where the
a
door is.
Yeah, I'll just go ahead and do you just want to go ahead and open those doors? There's a door here and a door here. Whoops. Nope, that probably didn't show up for you, did it?
Nope.
Door here and door here.
Ah, okay.
Weirdly,
Yeah, let's open the first door.
Yep.
all right. And open it. This looks like, actually, very specifically, this looks like a less nice version of the room that was outside the officers' quarters. It has kind of that same vibe of like, oh, it's. Let me see if I can change that. It shouldn't let you move through walls.
Oops.
Maybe it's something in your token settings.
It's like, oh, look, there must have been a door there.
Huh. Yeah, you should. That's weird. Field. Huh. I don't know how to fix that, so you'll just have to kind of pay attention. So this is a less nice version of the area outside the officers' quarters. Even immediately, like the flooring is a little more. You know, it's not in bad shape. It's rough. It's scraped up, but there's wood flooring in here. It's not quite as fancy. There's a few tables. You see the some like half broken crockery sitting around. Looks like the slowly decaying remains of some kind of gambling set. There is a door to the south and a door to the west.
I have learned my lesson. I'm not opening any doors.
Well, I guess I'll go to the one south. Is that? That's not where I am. That's right there, isn't it?
Let's see. Yep, it is right here. Nope, didn't show up. Doors
Ah, it's a storeroom.
open. It's actually a privy.
Even better. Woo!
Thankfully, it's had literally like some uncountable span of time. It actually doesn't smell in here. It's weird.
Oh, good. It's only a little uncomfortable, but you know.
I'll be right out, guys.
Do you actually do that?
I mean, I'm not actually going to use it, but I am going to say that, yes.
And Arik has moved his piece too.
Are you going to interact with it in any way?
As part of the joke, yes.
Do it!
I am going to move to sit on it.
All right. Make an Arcana check.
Oh, Lord. A 6.
It was this close to being on a 20.
It does in fact make your butt tingle a little bit when you sit, but you don't know why.
Is this Demolition Man and Sylvester Stallone can't figure out how to use the seashells?
A little bit, yeah.
Hey, Cyrus. I know I was making a joke, but there's something weird about this toilet. You want to come take a look at it?
Sure. I'll pull out my magnifying glass.
All right. Make an Arcana check.
Oh wait, and I realized I need to double check something with the magnifying glass. So it says my proficiency bonus is doubled for Arcana and Investigation. But if I'm not, I realize I'm not proficient in Arcana. So is that, am I actually just making a straight roll in that case with that? If I make an Arcana check, or do I get to add a bonus?
Oh, yeah. The way that's written, it does not do anything if you're not proficient.
I would call it additive myself, but that's just my opinion.
Well, this is one that was actually a the Arcanist magnifying glass, brought to you by Griffin's Saddlebag. Griffin's Saddlebag, fun, innovative magic items for 5th edition D&D, delivered straight to your Instagram or mailbox every month. Sponsor us, please.
So that's an 11 with a straight roll.
It's not too much to figure out here. There are runes carved around like the bowl of the sort of privy here. There is some kind of perpetual enchantment happening. It's very small. Like you would put it in maybe the cantrip family. Want to touch it?
Nope.
I cast Mage Hand and poke it with the Mage Hand.
What would that do? I think there's just a tiniest bit of like static as your Mage Hand pokes it, but nothing really happens.
Interesting.
You want to touch it?
mean, I don't want to, but I also kind of do want to. What's my wisdom score again? I think I touch it.
All right. So, I mean, you've probably, you've been attacked several times. You took a big hit from the sort of horizontal slash from the sword undead. So you've got like some blood and stuff, and you've probably got a little bit on your hands where you sort of clutch the wound. When you touch it, within like a foot of the runes, your whole arm is clean up to that point.
Oh, okay.
It is a perpetual cleansing prestidigitation effect.
So it is a magical bidet.
It is.
That was kind of what my gut instinct was.
You say it's about a foot away from the room that gets cleaned?
Yes. So if you were to like sit on it, it would like get like up to your waist or down to your knees.
Slide across.
You are squeaky clean.
Lexi, having worked with some of the grossest toilets in the land, is not really convinced that this is a good idea.
I mean, I'll actually say this. I should have given you advantage. Auric, you've seen these before.
Oh.
Like, you've seen modern versions, but like this is literally every toilet at any of the Blackthorne anythings. Like, this is just like about the second or third thing a wizard does to their house.
Note to self: tell Vela the ancients have your technology.
We'll make a history check.
Oh, sure. Now I got a 21.
This makes sense because you noticed this before. This is Blackthorne magic. It's very, very, very old, but the reason that this seems the same is because it is. Like, now they're really fancy about it. It's like inscribed on like a little like toilet freshener thing that just sticks to the underside of the bowl. You don't have to like flip it over and carve it. But it's basically the same spell, just cruder, longer, and older.
All right.
Okay.
Good job jumping down, baby girl. We
right.
we have cat TV on in the background for you to watch.
There is, man, it really does cut the doors in a funny way. I'll see if I can change that. There is a door right here that leads to the west. You've entered what seems to be a long hallway with 6 doors.
It's a very narrow hallway.
Everybody's get close. All right, so where are these doors? I think I can see some of them.
There's one every 12 feet on each side.
Okay.
Except one room where it put the door in the wrong place.
Colby.
Yeah.
For shame.
All right, well, where's the first?
Where's the first door?
Either how big are the squares so I can count out 12, or where's the first one?
So first one is right here.
Right here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, bunks. Cool.
Cool.
So you find yourselves in basically this exact same room on 2 sides of the hall. A, by modern standards, small bed with a plain, bunk beds, with a small trunk at the foot of each one. The room is very plain. It is surprisingly clean. But there's almost no ornamentation. You do see what looks like Make an investigation check.
Five.
14.
14.
All
Like
right.
stuff.
There are weird scratch marks next to the doors. They're almost like a scoop shape going out. They're not super deep. Like, they're not like scars in the rock. They're just scratches. But with a 14, you feel like something sharp was left by this door over and over and over again. And every so often it would like slip and fall.
So somebody would leave their sword there. Most fire.
Or an axe.
Or an axe.
Pitchfork.
Weapon of some sort.
Oh, we got these little foot lockers. We want to kick them open?
Sure.
All right. You kick it open, and it is almost empty. There's a lot of fragments of like stuff that looks like it's rotted over time, things that fell apart. Most of what's survived are like little knickknacks made of like stone or metal. There's a few like wood items. But that's very much what they seem to be. Just sort of mundane, like here's a rock with a hole in it. Here's a carving of a horse. Just little trinkets in each of these chests. Just gonna add a door there. I guess I blew the whole wall off.
Just a little bit.
All right, keep going.
Yeah. I imagine probably all these doors lead to the same thing, but we can check.
Yep, I'll take some. I wonder if there's an easier way to do this than deleting these. I don't think so. Oh yeah, that room doesn't have any light sources.
I was like, ooh, it's purple.
Well, I can't see it. I'm out.
And I guess if you want to, Lexi can cast light on herself.
Sure.
All right. Light is 20 and 20, I believe.
Now Lexi's a light source.
Lexi's a light source? Okay. Yeah. Lexi's a light source. How do I make that happen? Or is that something? Copy roll. Okay. Well, I need
Okay, so you should be generating light now.
Hey!
Hey! Check this out.
So this is maybe the first time you've ever done this. You are intentionally manifesting the hero light for a non-combat purpose.
Sweet.
This white amber fire crawls up your arm, and you've just got kind of a heatless torch.
Cool.
Wait, Lexi, come back. This room is dark. Can't see.
I didn't know which ones. I can't tell which ones are dark anymore. They're all lit up to me. I'm just going and putting them on my map, jumping back and forth.
I don't.
All right,
Okay.
keep going north.
I
All
think
right.
so.
Yes, back down the main.
Back down to the main hallway.
Yep.
Yes, you're right. It is 9 o'clock.
Everyone make a perception check, and Cyrus can make it with advantage.
I rolled a 16.
17.
19.
You all hear the flapping of wings. And this has not been an unusual sound in this space. It's come up once or twice. But mostly it's been this sort of phantasmal sound of like lots of little wings flapping. You specifically hear, sort of cutting through that, massive wings flapping. And Cyrus, you don't know why. Like, you don't know why this particular sound... There's some strange weight to it that you can't place. Make just a flat intelligence check.
$10.
Yeah, you would get this. When you used locate object earlier to try and find the real Alex out of the strange doppelgangers, you got a very strange, like, fractured response. You detected the coat on Alex. You detected it on you. You detected it at multiple other points throughout this ruin. And you detected it very powerfully from approximately this direction and another even larger source to the east.
Okay.
Think it has anything to do with the wings we're hearing? Looks like we're getting
Looks like it.
Do I get to use these now? Guess I don't. Maybe? Okay. Oh, that's very strange. I looked for a... I'll tell you what token I looked for in a second. And I got a weird response.
That doesn't fill me with confidence. Oh yeah, I was looking for the Tarask, but I couldn't find it.
Well, I should have situated that differently. There we go. So, you find yourself in another hallway. There are two doors to your right, and another door to your left. The sound of flapping has gotten much louder.
It's still generally northern.
It specifically seems to be coming from your left. Are you all making any effort to be quiet?
Yep.
All right, roll some stealth checks.
10!
God.
24.
4.
What was that?
That was a goddamn it. Alright, you caused me to trip.
Can I like share?
I ran it as a group check, and one of you succeeded and two of you failed. All of
Like,
the
killing
flapping
that.
stops. The room just goes completely silent out and to your left.
Is Alex with us?
They are. I keep expecting them to move themselves, and then they don't, and I don't know why.
Funny that.
So I think Cyrus will invite Alex to go to be first in with him, on the assumption that if the two of them are connected via Mort to this, then maybe whatever is flapping won't immediately freak out as hard.
All right.
And we'll go in.
Gonna adjust something real quick. Yeah, there we go. There we go. All right, you're heading in?
Yep. I don't know where the door is, though, so I don't.
I have to keep switching between layers. The door is right here.
Whoa! It's a big-ass room.
Yes, so this room is the largest room you've found so far. It has massive ceilings that just disappear up into like darkness above. All around this room are bird cages of various sorts. Lining all the walls. They're in stacks. They're hanging from places all along the walls. There are 4 massive pillars, and in the center of the pillars sits like a complicated... It's less a bird cage and more of like a very intricate birdhouse with lots of different spaces and things. And I'm going to have, once I move them in, first, I'm going to have Alex and Cyrus make wisdom saving throws. We'll call this charisma saving throws.
$11.
Both of you stagger. Suddenly, you're seeing yourselves through 1,000 different points of view. Just this overwhelming flash, flash, flash. And it's like you're seeing through 2,000 eyes. And it just, your brains kind of frizz out for a second. But you are otherwise unharmed. Let me roll. Whew. All right. Yeah, there are bird cages all along. You do notice this is the first room you've seen that has windows.
When didn't we go down into the sewers?
Yep, you are super underground.
Doesn't mean it can't have windows.
So we're super underground in a room with windows in a very old room that still has live birds.
Yep.
Okay, just making sure we're on the same page.
What am I looking at over here on the far wall?
On the far wall. That's just like a big crate of supplies.
Oh, okay.
Just sort of, looking through it, it looks like different gear for caring for birds, for training birds. Stop right there. Go back one more. Right here. Make a perception check.
20.
Whoa. That's good because it was a 19. There is something directly above you. It's like 30 feet up. Something is perched in like rafters. And you just feel this weird flash, and you're seeing yourself from above. Something is looking at you. And just sort of gently moving back and forth.
Oh, I don't think that one actually. All right, I'm just gonna look up.
All right. There is a... You can't quite tell if it's humanoid or avian, but it's some kind of strange blurring of the two. There is a like 12-foot tall creature perched up above you, and it's hard to see, even with Lexi's light shining over the room. You just catch like impressions of like dark feathers and a pale face, and what you imagine is a massive wingspan and two dark shining eyes. What do you do?
Cyrus is gonna try to greet it in Sylvan.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Okay.
Who's that just talking?
Oh, it's almost 2 16s, but that's an 8.
Oh.
Need a big sip of water. The response you get comes in 2 ways. No, sorry, I take it back. 3 ways. And they all happen at the same time. The first is all of the birds in the room suddenly start flapping and cawing. And it's almost deafening just by itself. The second thing is this creature shrieks.
Did you hear that, Maisie?
And it plunges off and swoops towards you. And the third thing is you hear a woman's voice yelling something in a language you don't understand. But Auric does. And what it screams is, "Foul intruder, we will feast. and it plunges towards you. And I'm going to need all of you to roll initiative.
11.
19.
11.
And as always, I have to remind myself, Alex is not a real person, but an NPC. And they get a 15.
Now's when I remember that stuff actually isn't reacting well to Faye down here. I keep forgetting that. It feels Faye.
Yeah, you can kind of gather right in this very moment that that was not a good choice.
Yeah. What happens when we take a week off? I don't think I would have forgotten that if we played last week.
All right. Lexi, you are up first. So there's this creature swooping down, and all of the birds along the edges of the room are just sort of like, and like smashing against the cages. But this thing in the center is open, and you see like flickering black fire rimmed around swarms of black ravens that begin to stream out of it.
Okay.
And you're first.
All right. So take a few steps forward.
Has that thing come down yet? Or
Is
it still
that
in the
thing
rafters?
within like Lexi hitting distance, or is it too high up? I didn't hear you.
I'm on mute. It hasn't actually made it down yet. It's 30 feet away.
Okay. So my idea of smashing it as it comes forward is not going to work. Let's see here.
Can you prepare actions in 5th edition?
You can ready an action. You set a trigger and you say what you're going to do. It works well for like if someone's charging at you. So in this case, it would work. With spell casting, it gets a little nasty because you are considered to be concentrating, and if you lose concentration, you lose the spell that you are going to cast. Like slot and all, it's very punishing. But for you, probably fine.
Okay. All right.
So
Well,
you can move forward and we're ready to attack when it gets in range.
yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna rage up. Because why not?
Don't forget to avoid the range.
There we go. Rage up. And now, yes. So I'm going to basically ready my bat for when it comes swinging towards me. Getting fighting stance, crouched down, you know.
Hey, bada.
Yep. Swing, bada, bada, bada.
All right.
Do you want to go after the bird too, Maisie? It's much bigger than you, honey.
I was trying to find a token for these smaller birds, and for some reason, it's pulling up like a ton of Star Trek stuff. I guess but it's not just like, because I know there's Birds of Prey, but it's pulling up other Star Trek stuff, and I don't know what the connection would be. Just put that over there. All right. So you ready this action. This creature is plunging down. And Cyrus, you feel this for just a second before it happens. As this creature is swooping down, it suddenly like disappears into smoke. And it is going to make one attack against Actually, all three of you. So against Lexi, that is a 24 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
That is 8 slashing and 18 necrotic. But that actually will set off your triggered, your readied action if you want.
Okay, yeah.
Because it briefly appears right in front of you and slashes, and then it's going to disappear again in just a second.
Okay. So take my attack. That's a 17 to hit.
17 will hit.
Okay. And that's 15 points of damage.
Nice.
And I guess I get to do it twice, don't I? Since that's my whole.
No, with a readied action, I think you just get the one thing.
Just get the one.
Let me double check.
Okay.
Yes, so extra attack and multi-attack only happen on the creature's turn.
Okay. 'Tis fine.
All right. It rolls a 20 against Cyrus. Whew. 18 slashing and 10 necrotic.
So when I dodge,
It would be both.
okay. So 18 goes to 9, and then you said 10.
Yeah.
So that's why I take 14 total.
Yep. And the last shot against Auric. 18 to hit.
Yep.
16 slashing. 12 necrotic.
So.
And I
Oryx-
don't have any way to take that damage down.
Yeah, Oryx hurt.
I start swearing in every single language I know. And probably
Right.
some languages I don't know.
So that was its legendary action. It is Alex's turn. Alex, also starts swearing a lot. Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. 3, 4. Is going to get to sort of an outside angle. I didn't depict it, but Alex did, in fact, also take that rest.
Okay.
So Alex is going to hit it with Hex. And yeah, light it up. It's a 10 to hit. And a crit. That's 9. Between the blast itself and Hex, that's 17 points of damage.
Very good.
So Alex paints this creature with this slash of purple-black and feathers, and then sends off this bolt of eldritch energy. The first one flies past it. The second one catches some vital pinion in the wing, and it thrashes back. All right, that was move, bonus, and action. It is the creature's turn.
So that wasn't even its turn. It just got to do that.
Yeah.
If it makes you feel better, that was a 3 legendary action.
Okay, good. So it can't just kill me instantly next time it feels like it.
I've learned, though, you all hit really hard, and so if I have something fun to do on a monster, it's got to do it right away.
There.
Yep.
Whew, okay. Lexi, you're going to need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, 16.
Well, let's see if that does it. Whew, just barely. This creature flaps its wings, and black feathers rain down around you. And you all see the amber white fire dims for a second, and Lexi's eyes start to go black. And then the fire flares back up, and the feathers burn off, and you are unharmed.
All right, so it just tried to possess me. Awesome.
All right. That was its turn. Now the creatures inside the birdhouse start swarming out. And one swarm encompasses Auric. So you just have this just everywhere, right in your face. All of these tiny beaks and claws. That is a 14 to hit.
That is my armor class.
All right. Oh. 11 piercing damage.
All right.
It rolled almost max damage. I honestly didn't think that would hit your AC. All right. One of the swarms is going to attack Alex. It gets a 3. That won't do it. And the last swarm is... They're not stupid. It's not going to swarm Lexi. Lexi appears to be on fire. It's going to swarm Cyrus. But it only gets a 6 to hit.
So you were just the lucky one.
I got lucky.
Which
You
brings
got
us
lucky.
all the way down to Auric.
Cyrus and I rolled the same one. So
Yes.
do you want to go first or do you want me to go first?
Cyrus's plan is to take off and leave this room alone.
How big is the door again?
Make an intelligence check.
Who?
All of you can do this.
Okay.
12.
8.
Sire was really the brains of the operation.
I got a +3. I just don't roll. I finally figured out what it is. D&D Beyond only rolls well on my stuff when I have proficiency. If you ask me to roll a thing and I don't have proficiency, I'm always going to roll low.
So y'all are kind of doing some mental math. The creature looks larger than the door, but you would guess even it would probably be a tight squeeze, but it could get through.
Okay.
Oh, I did forget one thing in your all's favor, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. The summoned creature is still there because you all got the benefits of a rest but didn't actually take it. And it is going to make an attack. I also forget this isn't actually a bird, it's a fey spirit. So the bird that's weird. I don't even know if I used the right stats for this last time. The bird teleports and it's going to roll an attack with advantage. And it's spell modifier. It only gets a 15, but I bet that still hits. Yep. Now it's going to do some crazy amount of damage. Oops, it rolls twice because there's advantage. Nope. All right. It's going to be 2d6 plus 6. Nice. It does 14 points of damage to the swarm that is attacking Alex.
Nice.
They are immediately like this this massive raven swoops through this swarm of smaller ravens and just like you don't even quite see what the contact is. It's just like the wings flap and half of them disappear.
Excellent.
Now it is Auric or Cyrus's turn.
I guess I'll go ahead and take it then. Now you said we have the benefits of a long rest, right? Since I only have 5 hit points left, I'm gonna go ahead and call my spirit guardian friend again, excluding the party since nobody's hiding right now so I can see everybody.
All right.
Let's make that aura a little bit of a darker color so it's easier to see.
And it doesn't hit until they move into it or the start of their turn, right?
Let's see. An affected creature's speed is halved when the creature enters the area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there.
Okay.
And since the area follows me, what happens if the area enters their space?
It would be them entering it for the first time.
Okay. So the thing is still 30 feet up.
Yes.
I will move to get Cyrus into the aura so that his swarm is also in the aura.
All right.
2, 3, 4. Can I get them both? I can.
All right. So that does mean that your swarm won't be affected.
Ah. Oh well.
All right. They need to roll wisdom saves.
They need to roll a wisdom save of 16.
They both failed.
14 damage.
The one attacking Alex is instantly dead. The one attacking Cyrus is very hurt. Make a charisma check with advantage.
Charisma check with advantage. 18.
The creature seems very confused. So this sort of like misty gray aura extends out away from you in every direction, and this now familiar like half-seen figure stalks through, and this wicked sword just appears for half a second in absolute clarity, slashes through these swarms, and then disappears. And the large creature is like, something about this is not adding up for some reason. All right, Cyrus, it is your turn. You have a swarm in your face and a giant bird thing above your head.
Awesome. So wait, is the bird thing in melee?
It is not. It is still up in the air.
Oh, okay.
It used basically a teleportation. It nightcrawlered you for its legendary action, and then it cast a spell on its turn.
Gotcha. All right, I guess I'm going to attack the swarm. Oh, yeah. Can I booming blade the swarm if it's surrounding me? Does that count as within 5 feet of me?
Yes.
Okay. Then we're gonna do that. We're gonna booming blade. We're gonna make an attack. Got a 15 to hit.
15 will hit.
Okay. Takes 11 points of damage. And it is surrounded in this like sheath of energy, and then I'm gonna bonus action disengage.
Your booming blade just rips through and explodes this whole swarm.
Oh, okay.
It's actually only the swarm that was on Auric is left.
All right. Well, I guess I don't have to disengage anymore. But I can't. I used a spell. I used a cantrip, so I can't 2-weapon fighting with my bonus action because I didn't actually take the attack action. All right. Is each square 5 feet?
Yes.
Okay. Actually. Wait, what was it? You know, if I can go through that. I'm actually going to do this. I'm going to 1, 2, 3. I'm going to come down here and hide, actually.
All right. Make a stealth check.
24.
Whew. I guess I'll roll it anyway. All right. Is that everything?
Yeah.
All right. At the end of your turn, how is this going to work?
Hey, John, are you able to see the aura on Roll20?
No.
Okay, good to know.
Huh, interesting. I'm not the only one who can see it. Other than you, obviously. Can you see it now?
I can, yeah.
Okay.
A little shadow circle.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. That is the extent of the Spirit Guardians. All right. Something crazy gonna happen. The bird is still hanging in the air and flapping. And this time you see it. There's a moment where it sort of hangs, and smoke and shadow gathers around it, and then, and it is suddenly in Lexi's face, making an attack.
Great.
23 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Where did it move, by the way?
It briefly appears above the bubble.
So not in the radius of the Spirit Guardians.
Not yet. 15 slashing and 17 necrotic.
Okay, so
So both of those will be halved. It appears to the other side of Alex. That'll
I don't
hit.
get to take a reaction shot, do I?
You actually used your reaction to hold your action. Like holding an action is your action. This is very confusing.
Okay.
Activating it is your reaction.
Okay. Well, I was just thinking, so
So you
But this
don't have a
is-
reaction to use Hero Light
okay.
because it's hitting you before your turn starts.
Okay.
Cool. Alex went from in pretty good shape to real hurt instantly. Alex has 7 health. On the flip side, Alex's last remaining point of armor of Agathis explodes and sprays these like crystalline feathers everywhere, and you see frost race across this thing's like up from its talons onto its body. It's starting to get hurt.
Good.
And now, Auric, roll a flat charisma check.
15.
Ooh, all right, let's see what's gonna happen. You see the creature is on the other side of Alex, and the smoke gathers again, and it's about to teleport, and you know that it's coming for you. And in that moment where its eyes like turn and fix on you, you feel that presence behind you, and you see the creature like visibly recoil and just reappear where they were. All right, it is now Lexi's turn.
All right.
Still up in the air.
It's still up in the air, so I can't reach it. I can throw things at it.
Throw a book at it.
No, I have a javelin.
Okay.
Throw a javelin at it. All right. That's a 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
And 6 piercing damage. I think. Yeah. Well, 6 damage.
Do you get to add your rage?
I don't know.
Well, she's activated the rage.
Yeah, the rage
Yeah, it
is...
has to be. Otherwise, you wouldn't have a +5. All
Okay.
right.
Oh.
You can throw 2 javelins.
I'm gonna throw the second one. That's 14 to hit.
14 is not going to hit.
Okay.
Sticks in a beam in the ceiling.
Yep.
Dislodges some other birds that flap in complaint. All right. Then it is Alex's turn. Alex has blown out the last of their armor of Agathis. Oh, they're both concentration. Boo. Oh, lots of things are concentration. Whoops. We will leave the damage that happened last time, even though Alex did not technically cast Hex, because that would unsummon the summon. So instead we'll say that they Armor of Agathis back up. And they're going to Eldritch Blast. 25 to hit. Cheese, and a 27 to hit. Trying to see if there's anything else they can bring to bear. Oh, yeah, that would be good. Excuse me. All right. Nine and 19. All right. Alex's Eldritch Blasts fly out together. These two screaming, spiraling streaks of vaguely bird-shaped energy blast into the creature, and it shrieks. Their bird, fey, summon creature flaps out to attack. It attacks. 20 to hit. Nine more points of damage. Nope. 15 more points of damage. I know math good. This creature is starting to look very hurt. But it is the creature's turn. Let's see. Yeah, this is going to happen. Oops. Spirit Guardians is a 20-foot radius circle, right?
15.
Oh, 15. Oh. So it should actually be bigger than this. Yep, there we go. The creature is going to make an intelligence check. It does not get it. It has lost track of which direction Cyrus went. It doesn't even know where to drop this AoE. The creature flaps and starts shedding feathers at this rapid pace, and the feathers expand and become this swirling wind. And as the wind swirls through the space, all of these feathers are sucked up, and then the feathers become spectral birds, and they fill this entire area. So this area is now lightly obscured, and it is difficult terrain.
Okay.
And then other stuff will happen later. All right. Swarms are mostly dead. This remaining swarm is going to go after Lexi. Whew. 17 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Oh, sorry, 21 to hit. 4 piercing damage.
How much?
4.
Okay.
The minions, they are not quite as strong as the boss.
Well, that's a
They hit me pretty damn hard.
Thankfully.
Yeah, they rolled like max damage against you. All right, Auric and Osiris.
Okay. So it's still 30 feet up in the air.
Yep.
How does Alex's bird work?
It's a summoned creature. It's flying up there, attacking the larger creature.
Okay.
It is like a magical construct. They're not going to be heartbroken if you hurt it. This isn't the same as the familiar.
Okay, good.
The familiar, I forget about.
So it spoke, or at least something that I'm assuming is it spoke in that language that I shouldn't know, but somehow do.
Correct?
I am going to once again try to reach into the back of my head to get that language to come up. I know it's going to yell at it, hey, hey, look at me. Look at me.
It is kind of giving you a strange look. What are you trying to do?
I just wanted to make eye contact.
Make an intimidation check with advantage.
Okay. 21 or 21.
Yep, that'll do it.
Fireball.
All right. What is the saving throw?
A dexterity of 16.
Oh, I didn't know I could do that. You see, as the fireball gets close to this creature, it's almost like the creature's flapping, like, is distorting the fireball, like it's being pushed and pulled, and it bursts across the creature, but it doesn't seem to hurt it as much as you would expect. It's like not all of it got there.
I disapprove.
Make an intelligence check, and everyone can make this. All right. Well, Cyrus, you're hidden, so you wouldn't really see this. Lexi, this is magic stuff. Auric, you clock. This thing seems somewhat resistant to certain kinds of magical effects. All right. Anything else?
That was a warning shot. I'm keeping my spirit guardians up.
All right.
They could heal me if I dismissed them, but I'm not dismissing them.
Yeah. I guess I didn't finish that. So the creature, you see the smoke gathering again, and you think that it's going to teleport. Instead, the creature bursts apart into 3 distinct ravens, and each one flies off in a different direction. And now it's Cyrus's turn.
Did I successfully intimidate it into pieces?
Are they up in the air?
Yes, they're still 30 feet up.
Okay. Do I have advantage because I was hidden?
Yeah. You rolled some crazy stealth check.
Yeah. Cool. Then I'm going to hex the one that's there close to me and shoot at it.
All right.
Well, that sucks.
Oh no. That misses.
Yep.
All right.
What's the red circle on the map?
The red circle is a churning sphere of wind, feathers, and spectral birds.
Okay.
Oh, hey, I forgot something. Oh, well. That's on me. That's on me.
We'll move over there.
All right. At the start of Lexi's turn, you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Me?
Yep.
Okay, just making sure. 19.
You pass.
Yay!
So, whew. You take 9 slashing and 10 psychic damage.
So 9 damage.
All right, it is your turn.
That's what she takes when she passed.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So, am I surrounded by birds?
You are. You are in a birdnado.
Because I'm not seeing that on my screen. I saw it on Joe's
Yeah,
screen.
the swarm.
The swarm.
Oh, huh. That's weird.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's because her token is.
Yeah, because you have it selected, so it's going to be on
Okay.
top.
Okay, that's fine. Then I'm gonna attack this swarm.
All right, go for it.
I'm gonna just take a whack at it with my hammer. That's a 25 to hit.
That'll hit.
And that's 14 points of damage.
All right.
And now I'm gonna do it again. And that's a 14 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay. And 13 points of damage.
The ancient brewer's mallet just is covered in this amber fire, and as it swings through, it doesn't just like smash them out of the air. This sort of radiant fire burns through them, and the whole cloud vanishes.
Nice.
The ones attacking you, sorry, not the larger thing. All right. It is Alex's turn. Alex is going to make the saving throw, which is not their strong suit. Natural 20.
Nice.
All right. This is still going to frickin' hurt. Actually, I don't... It's going to take a perfect roll for Alex to not go down. Nope, Alex is down. Oh, Alex has Armor of Agathis. Hold up. Hold up. Bring that bird back. $15. Nope. Nope, never mind. It doesn't, it's not enough. Alex still goes down.
Oh no.
I was thinking it was 25 points. It's only 15. So at the top of their turn, Alex goes down and gets to immediately make a death saving throw. Is there really no death save button? Weird. Alex gets a 2 on the first death saving throw. That is, of course, a failure. It is the creature's turn. Two of the ravens wink out of existence. And the last one bursts back into the full-size creature. And it is going to swoop down at Cyrus. $14. 16. Man, that was really bad rolls for it. All right, it is Oric's turn. Oric.
Can I let Cyrus go first this time?
Sure. Are you sure you might need someone to revive you?
I'm hoping if the creature dies, the aura will go away.
All right. The creature is very badly hurt, so Cyrus, you are up.
All right. Does my hex stay active?
Yes.
Going from one of the little ones to that. Okay. All right. Let's just go for it. Yep. We're gonna steady aim. And
if it affects your decision making, steady aim grants you advantage on. That's only on a ranged attack, right?
Nope.
Oh
Just
no,
a-
you're right. All right,
Just
that
does
works.
next attack roll. Yep. So
There you go.
you're gonna steady aim and short sword. 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
All right. That's 8 piercing plus 14 piercing. So 22 total piercing.
And the hex.
And another 2 necrotic, so a total of 24.
This creature swoops down. It's not so much bleeding, because you don't know if this is blood, but like some kind of thick, dark liquid is pouring off, pulling feathers with it. It's flapping, spraying this everywhere. It's trying to attack you and claw at you. Up close, you can see there are not just talons, but there are actually claws on the ends of the wings that's cut across at you. You have your sword You steady your aim. The magic of your hex swirls along your blade, and you jab it up into a vital point. And almost as soon as your blade enters, 70%, 80% of the mass of this thing just blows away into smoke. All of the feathers are gone. And you are sinking your sword deep into the chest of a familiar, pale young woman wearing very, very old clothing, who lets out a... And with your sword still sticking in her, you are now holding this very, very, very wounded woman that you just saw in a vision not but 10 minutes ago. And that's where we're going to stop.
All right.
We will come back here next week. Whew. I was not sure which way you all would go, and you chose the far more wild direction.
Not my fault he decided to speak Fae.
So Alex is bleeding out on the ground. Auric is very hurt, and you have this very injured person with your sword sticking out of them.
How many healing potions do I have left?
I was going to say, well, we do know at the little chapel thing that we can full heal.
I don't know if that works more than once.
It's worth a shot.
All right, we all can think about that, and we'll see what happens next time.
All right.
All right. Is one of you the account Kitten Rescue?
No.
That's super strange.
Good night, Kitten Rescue.
Rescue all the kittens.
Yep.
I think this is a bot for a good cause, but I think it's a bot. All right. And